I don't want to say too much, but if you don't know where a lot of, you know, minor doors are and stuff, then you might end up like I did.
So here we go. We are starting off the match with a 10 arrow upgrade in Stoops Long's Hoos. Looks like it is a race to the castle. Looks like Uncle's gonna win this one of the three of them.
Rupee already for Jet. AaronDobbe deciding to take the east side of Link's lawn.
Dodging that rupee.
What do you think Uncle's gonna have?
As much as I want to say this is open mode and he's gonna give us like a hammer or something, I'm gonna go with Fighter Sword. Gonna be boring this time. Hey, I was right!
Dang.
Got him!
What's in the next chest, Alucard?
Hold on for like just a couple seconds. 5 bomb upgrade, which means that they will not have to actually farm bombs in the scape unless they really want to look for more.
Yeah. Might want to, but they might not want to take the time. At least maybe kill a couple guys on the way. But yeah, this is an older version of Randomizer. If you play the live version, you won't actually get that bomb from a capacity upgrade, but this is version 18, where that was still the case.
Right, we're still on version 18, which is what the players have kind of practiced and know. So, you know, basically we're doing votes to see if people want to switch over. And as long as people want to keep playing it, then we'll keep playing it.
Yeah, Jet already ahead by a full room since AaronDobbe was not satisfied with his 1 bomb and he's more.
Hey, you need a bunch for Kakariko, so it's not necessarily a bad plan.
Yeah, that's true, and not any rupee chests so far either. So it might not be viable to buy bombs in Kakariko Village. Remains to be seen. I already have our first pedestal hype.
Hey man, we all want it. We all want it.
Oh,
apparently we want a butter sword too. Man. That's gonna make this escape go really quick.
Yeah.
Be able to one-shot that ball and chain guard. Didn't know what was coming to him, man. Like, man, poor guy.
Yeah. And in this version, you cannot actually break the barrier and go into the upper part of Aga Tower. Or I think you can break the barrier, but the door is locked.
Right.
Oh, we got the toilet paper already.
Toilet paper, burrito, they're one and the same, right?
Yeah, I mean, one comes after the other. Oh, that's another fairy drop. Got fairies in the prize pool, and I like to point out that with the fairy prize pool being, you know, in the pool with the weaker enemies, they might not get those fairies later on when they really want them in Turtle Rock.
Very true. Although we don't even know if Turtle Rock will be required in this seed. So who knows? We haven't seen a map yet, but I'm sure we'll see one pretty soon after the escape.
Yeah, despite AaronDobbe killing every guard in his path, he is yet to pick up another bomb. So in Link to the Past Randomizer, all of the NPC items, heart piece locations, and treasure chests have been shuffled among each other. So you could get, you know, any chest can be pretty much any item, as long as you have access to it. So all of the maps, all of the bosses, and everything are all the same. It's just that the items have been shuffled around.
And with that butter sword, there is kind of an ease of being able to farm these snakes. So we see Jet here grabbing an extra bomb here on the deal. So pretty good play on his part.
Yeah, he'll... Oh, there you go. Another one.
Snake's being generous today on that prize pack for the bombs.
Be the Stalfos prize pack.
Could be, but we haven't seen any 4 or 8 bomb drops. I believe those are in the Stalfos prize pack as well. At least the 8.
Good mouse pattern for Jet over there. Mouse running right up to him. Oh, it's so tempting. You get the full magic.
Alright, in our escape chest, we're finding a whole lot of nothing, although those rupees are helpful. Nothing major yet for these guys. Probably see them both go to Kakariko early, since there are just a lucrative number of items there. But we have seen plenty of players deviate and head towards the dam as well. You know, if you find an early bow, like Eastern can be a cool play. It'll be interesting to see if these guys take any risks or go for anything different than the norm.
Yeah, the only big reason to not do Kakariko Village first is if you're afraid you'll forget the bottle kid. You might wait till you have a bottle to go over there. Of course, in the last race we saw that bottle was blocked by Shovel, which was blocked by Armos Knights in a Blue Pendant dungeon, so that wouldn't have worked out for them this time. Or that, I'm sorry, last time in the last race. So one thing about the Butter Sword is you can actually kill those, what were they called in German? I really like that. Those electric cucumber man. You can kill the electric cucumber man with a slash with the Butter Sword. It actually bypasses the electricity. Powder!
Oh, I love it. That could be really important, or it might be a red herring here.
Who's gonna take the risk and find out?
It does unlock, importantly, the magic bat, which is an item location that these guys can go collect. They either find the hammer or get to the Dark World and use the mirror. So, you know, somebody might make a play on that, but you do need boots along with an Aghanim kill to collect this item. So I doubt that'll be on their minds immediately.
Yeah, boots and Aghanim kill just to get the item, and then either hammer or gloves plus pearl plus mirror to actually get to the spot where it's needed. Oh, the bomb pull, real nice.
Yeah, I'm a little surprised that Jet skipped that awesome bug net there. AaronDobbe's gonna go ahead and pick it up, so he is ahead on that item collection. Yeah,
we'll see if Jet's confidence pays off for him in the slight bit of time that he saved, or we'll see if he kicks himself later. We won't know just yet. But we do know there's only been one heart container and no armor upgrades yet.
Yeah, interestingly, Aaron decided to skip the heart piece there. Ooh, and a Titan's Mitts and an early bottle here in Blind's house.
Bottles come pre-packaged with fairies.
Now those mitts are going to unlock Death Mountain area and Zora once they collect those 500 important rupees, so we shall see if they make a play on that. I doubt they will immediately, especially since they're already in town. Probably clean this up and maybe head to the dam from there. Aaron grabbing his mitts and bottle as well. Got a small shield and some more rupees here in the well. Not a very hype well, but man, Blind's house definitely paying off. Interestingly, that Butter Sword also does unlock Aghanim, which
so that's at
half
least an item
unlocks
on
the magic powder. And Pyramid could be a play, that's right.
Oh, poor chicken. No, poor hen, stop it.
Maybe poor AaronDobbe, since he just spent 50 bucks on bombs here. Try to make sure he has enough to bomb everything. With Jet's tree pulls, he did manage to pull ahead a little bit on the bomb count.
Oh, look. It's a power glove.
Perfect.
Oh, I'm staying homesick from school, so I was gonna play Nintendo, but all I got's a power glove, so I can't play too good.
And then Aaron did find bombs in the tavern, like right after buying them, which is kind of funny. But he didn't go to max. He still got some bomb upgrades. So I mean, those are still bombs he can use in the future.
Yeah. Neither runner leaving any food for Simon Belmont to find later. Alright,
Nothing in the library.
Yeah, just a red rupee was in there. And arrow upgrade over there in the race game. And I know Jet usually sticks to his plan. He's probably going to go head over to Swamp. Or Light Swamp.
The dam.
Yeah.
Yep. Looks like it.
He's going to probably want to head up to... Wait to go up to Death Mountain until he's able to check the east side. Might check Sahasrarla's hut there. We haven't had a look at the map yet, so I do not know. Indensar. AaronDobbe's gonna find his red rupee and arrow capacity upgrade that he don't want. That he doesn't want.
Hey, you gotta check them. Something important could be there. I don't.
Well, hey.
Disagree with the decision.
You know who wouldn't check him? Maybe is Mike the V.
True story.
Yeah, skipping and he skipped Ice Rod Cave too, which ended up paying off because he grabbed the Titan's Mitt before even needing a power glove.
Yep.
Fortunately,
right, that butter sword gonna make quick work of these mini mold orms here, and we got 5 more items to collect.
Mm-hmm. It would have been nicer to have sword beams in there, I think, but probably maybe not worth going out of the way.
More fairies in a bottle, rewarding Jet for not taking that bug net.
Yeah,
and we got silver
arrows.
Whoa.
I don't know, I feel like he just knew. It's like, you know, I'm not gonna need the bug net. Because pre-packaged bottles. Jet will head on over to the ice cavern here. Oh, watch out for those crabs.
2 damage a hit. See if Ice Rod Cave is really worth Jet's time. It's a full heart, lots of health in this seed.
Saved and quit too soon for us to see if it was Sankheart. Decides not to fake Flipper. He's gonna go to Death Mountain now. I saw a crystal in Hera and a crystal in Desert. I think 6 was in Desert. Take a look at the restream here. Red, and then 7 was in Hera. I'm not positive. I think it was 6 in Desert, but quite catch it.
We have seen some really good things up on Death Mountain. That old man really has the goods sometimes, so this might be a good way to progress. Especially since they're kind of low on the rupee count. Zora's probably kind of out of their minds at the moment. Got some fake flippers from AaronDobbe. Very nicely done.
Death Mountain does have more items than Village of Outcasts. It's also important to note that they would be unable to get anything in Village of Outcasts until they find the Moon Pearl.
We got some old man love.
Yep. And if he wants to refill his health, he can go back into his cave. So we do have fake flippers here from AaronDobbe. He's rewarded with... Oh.
Ooh, the magic mirror is going to make that Death Mountain traversal that much better for him, and I imagine he's going to go for it.
Yeah, it's a hard container on top of the ledge, but be able to pop into Hera. I mean, unless he also finds Hammer somewhere. Which, I mean, unless Hammer's like one of the first chests in Hera.
It'll be funny if Jet finds Hammer in behind Sahasrahla or something, because it seems like that's where he's going right now. There's that green rupee you wanted earlier.
Yeah.
Not too much here in Sahasrahla's hut. We'll see if Jet makes the play on Eastern Palace. There are 3 items in Eastern, so it's definitely a decently lucrative place, but walking through it can be a bit slow.
Yeah, I would say the good thing about checking Eastern Palace right now is that he probably won't have to revisit it anyway, since it's a pendant. It's not like you're going in there, have to almost clear it, and then come back when you find Bo. It should be able to be 1 and done. And it's actually 3 in Desert. 3 in Desert, 7 in Hera. So we'll see, maybe AaronDobbe will want to try to clear out Tower of Hera while he's here.
I think it would be a solid play to at least just pop your head in, see what's going on up there. You can grab a heart on the ledge if you want. Lots of love.
Yeah, 1 of 2 things will happen in Tower of Hera. Either he'll find out real quick that he needs a fire source, or he'll be able to finish it. And at least get the crystal in 1 item.
And if he gets both, then he's good to go. He doesn't have to come back here at all.
Yep, it's going to determine whether it's going to be determined by the placement of the big key. If it's one of these first 2 spots, then he's good to go to at least grab the crystal. And there it is.
Jet finding his 3rd fairy in a bottle here in Eastern Palace.
What bugnet?
We got a burrito here on the first chest in Hera there.
Yeah, so Aaron's gonna hope that the compass is in the basement. Let's see if he knows his bomb jumps, if he can do that without boots.
It's funny about all the fairies, it's like they aren't gonna die anytime soon, even if they want a death warp.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
like slower to death warp.
Aaron's got mirror, so he won't need it. Oh,
true.
Almost vanilla moon pearl.
Very cool moon pearl placement there. Very, very cool.
Not gonna go for the bomb jump. A little tricky to set up without boots.
But that means that flippers are going to be like somewhat accessible early on.
True.
Well, unless they can find hookshot and
hookshot hammer, yeah. But hey, then you have.
But then those would be accessible early on, yeah. Then you're in good shape there. We do find a key in the big chest in Hera, which opens the basement. So AaronDobbe's going to be hoping that Moldworm drops an item here. Otherwise, he won't be able to collect the item in the basement. Jet's looking for an item here in the big chest. It's a red rupee, so Eastern not really paying off, but it looks like he's going to go for the farm room here.
Yeah.
In Eastern, which is not a bad play. You get 90 rupees.
Chumpus.
Ouch. So Hera basement has something. We don't know if it's good.
If it is good, yeah, it's got something. If it's something important, and Jet holds off to have a fire source to go in there, then that'll help him out, but it's not important, then it won't.
Yep. So with Jet farming all those rupees, he might have Zora on his mind, but it looks like he's gonna go for the Aghanim play. Seen some really awesome items on Pyramid in the past.
Yeah.
So this could be huge for Jet now. However, AaronDobbe with those Titan's Mitts and Moon Pearl might be able to skip Aghanim. It's not completely clear.
Because of the powder.
Well, not just that, but also accessing the east side of
true.
the Dark World entirely.
Yeah. This will give him access to that well sought after hype cave, though.
Oh, indeed. That could be pretty huge for him. Could be flippers on the pyramid. That's definitely a good guess. Flippers could be at Vanilla Zora, though. These guys may have to farm up a bunch of rupees and go for it. AaronDobbe will have a little bit easier time doing so. We got a green pendant in Thieves Town and a blue pendant in Turtle Rock.
5 and
Crystals
6.
5 and 6 in
Yep.
Mire and Pod, respectively.
AaronDobbe giving us a nice, good long look at the map. Thank you.
What a boss.
He probably was writing it down. That might be what took so long.
Probably. But he'll be able to farm up rupees here at the chess game if he wants to get a lucrative amount of money, which is not a bad idea at all.
Yeah, he'll be able to get up his 500 rupees for the Zora, whereas Jet might think to do it at the hideout outside of the desert. So Turtle Rock's a blue pendant, but that doesn't mean if our runners won't have to fight Trinex. Could always put flippers behind him, or well, hang on.
Or maybe we got to get that blue pendant for a special reason.
One can only hope. Crystals 5 and 6 were Mire and Pod. Green pendant was Thieves Town.
We do have a fire shield for AaronDobbe, which is pretty cool.
And a fire
And
tunic.
a fire mail, yeah. Red mail.
Fire mail? You mean like Hotmail? I haven't used Hotmail since I was in high school. I switched to Gmail.
Man, Hotmail's making a comeback, apparently. Here we go into Thieves. Hammerless Thieves.
Yeah,
Definitely
Hammerless Thieves
can be a
with green
solid
pendant.
play. Yep. Aaron with the plays. He may also just check the first 4 chests here and bounce out of here. We've seen a lot of players tend to do that. And we've already found 2 items so far in Thieves, so it's 2 of the 4 off the list.
Yep. Every item that's not map or compass is a little sigh of relief for AaronDobbe right now. Jet stuck in the middle of a cutscene right now. And to do but pull on the windowsill. And it took me the longest time to realize that this was a balcony and not just like a room.
Yeah, same here.
Side.
I thought it was a room as a child growing up playing the game.
Even,
So
you
Aaron-
even see the light come in from the windows and it shines on the ground.
So Aaron did piece out of Thieves Town. Looks like he just went in for a quick stop.
Blue!
Wow, very cool item to find here on the pyramid. But that doesn't actually progress Jet.
It mirrored
Right
the
now.
item in the corner of Mire. The only
He
progression
doesn't have the
Fluke-
mirror.
Yeah, that's right. The only
They need the
progression that Fluke
flippers.
gives.
So
Yeah.
I think the seed is telling them to farm up rupees. Where else can they go?
The Genus Cave.
Oh, yeah. Aghanis Cave. Yep, you're right. That could be another play.
Yeah. I mean, it's the more Jet finds not flippers, the more AaronDobbe kind of sneaked around the randomizer logic, snuck around.
Yeah, really, really awesome for him. But I mean, finding the flute is also an amazing pickup.
Yeah, cut down his travel time a lot.
And he does have that Aghanim portal to get to the East Dark World quicker, so that we could see that play a role here.
Yeah, and depending on location of hammer, I mean...
I'm liking all the swag ducks in the chat, so I want to see all that spam for the swag duck. Looks like Jet's heading to Desert, probably going to pop into Aghanis Cave, and then maybe farm up some rupees, because there is a nice farm spot out here.
Yeah, 50 rupees on the ledge that he cannot quite grab. Will either need mirror or book in order to get them. Not that he really wants them, but... Yeah, I have a feeling Jet's gonna feel a little behind once he finds that mirror under the bridge.
Oh, we're going on a fetch quest here. Shovel in Aghanis Cave.
So you think the hobo's under the bridge and he's like...
Flippers.
Japanese text? Hobo's under the bridge and he's like, when you look this good, you don't need money. Just checking himself out in the mirror all day.
Yep.
But why does he need a mirror? He could just check his reflection in the moat.
Because it's a magic mirror.
Yeah, you think
it shows him what he wants to see.
Think it's like the magic mirror from Shrek? Oh!
Whoa! The hook shot!
I know who's going to...
That's a huge development.
If Jet finds Hammer in Late World Death Mountain, that's going to send him over to Tower of Hera, I'd imagine.
Yep, and so maybe that is the way to get the Moon Pearl according to the game logic here. But he could also find flippers up here too. What would be very interesting is if, like, flippers are buried somewhere in, like, Turtle Rock. That would be pretty crazy. It's actually possible for flippers to be in Turtle Rock and Mirror to be at Hobo.
Yeah, because the only... I mean, so far, the only dungeon that Mirror is required for would be Swamp Palace, which flippers are also required for, so there's no conflicting logic there. The only thing would be if one of the overworld...
Interruption! We have Hype Cave! Get hype! Sorry, I had to be hype.
He turned his bomb into 3 bombs. Sugarcane? 10 arrows?
I like it. We got a magic cape, my friends.
Magic cape and sugarcane, you know? So pick your poison. Pick your invulnerability item, I guess. Where are you
we got
going,
flippers up in East Death Mountain. So, and we got boots and a book. The value on Jet's side, man. This sequence break might actually hurt Aaron in a way, because he really needs to get over to Desert to get that hook shot.
Yeah, well, shovel into hook shot. But yeah.
And there was a fire rod in there too. I missed the fire rod. Dang. I saw the other 3.
Oh, that'll put him in Hera's basement.
It will. Interesting.
AaronDobbe didn't actually farm rupees in the treasure chest game. We thought he was gonna.
There's a blue mail for Jet, but we know where red mail is. Bow at the witch. Oh my goodness, these guys are finding all sorts of crazy items.
And all different
so
items.
Different places.
We already had these for Diviner in another one of my commentaries. That's not fun.
So that you got to come up with something else, Cross. What's it gonna be? for drugstore. Love it.
Drugstore. There we go. I came up with that. Just kidding. Good job. I gotta give a shout out to my man ETAP.
ETAP hype.
Jet doing his own little sequence break here with the fake bunny. Or super bunny as some people call it.
It is indeed Super Bunny. He knows he's not going to find Moon Pearl, but he could find some cool value. And he can even check the Turtle Rock requirements if he wants.
Ooh, that's valuable.
The Red Cane. Oh my goodness. Man, we are finding a lot of the required items for this seed right now.
Jet didn't go over to Hera since he checked Spiral Cave and jumped down. Well, he's gonna follow the breadcrumbs into Desert Palace, which is a crystal, and he will be able to full clear it and get 2 items out of it. So, not a bad play.
Solid play for sure. He is gonna have to make a stop off at that hobo at some point, though. So hopefully he remembers to do it. With him having all these items, he may delay that, though.
Oh, that's right. Chat points out Jet couldn't go to Hera since he didn't get the hammer. I was working.
Right.
I was working under the assumption that he was going to find hammer over there.
Now, it would be really weird if he does find the hammer. Because, again, that may delay his check on the hobo. Like, right now, he's kind of limited in his options.
Oh, yeah. So yeah, I guess
Eastern play.
I guess at this point in the logic, it's flippers to hobo to Hera to get that Moon Pearl.
I assume so, but hammer might also be available.
Yeah, could be either or both. But I mean, Jet, he's not wasting time right now. He's getting a crystal. So AaronDobbe, on the other hand, enters a pendant dungeon. But with the bow, he'll be able to full clear. Now, Jet did find all 3 items in Eastern Palace, so we won't find any new information if AaronDobbe decides to finish the boss. And I don't imagine he will if he's counting his items. I'm not going to assume the pedestal seed right off the bat. So one of the... As a runner in AaronDobbe's position who hasn't found the Red Cane yet, one good thing that he can take away is that Turtle Rock being a pendant means that Red Cane cannot be at the pedestal.
Right, exactly. And hammer can't be there. A medallion for Misery Mire could, though.
Mm-hmm.
And that's really all we're looking for at this point. I mean, each player is looking for different things.
We all know
we kind of know where they are.
The medallion.
Well, Jet has everything he needs to go collect the powder.
And then he can sprinkle the powder on anti-fairies and turn them into fairies and not catch them.
Correct. Because he has no empty bottles.
Weird, he didn't do the key dash there. Looks like he's had it set up. I think as long as you graze the left side of that torch, you'll get a key dash. AaronDobbe, keeping good count of his items, realizes he's gotten everything out of Eastern Palace.
Yeah, he's out of there.
Yeah, he's gonna check Flanctuary.
He can't. He doesn't have the boots. That's what I was about to say.
Yeah.
Is Jet has the boots, and he's had it for a little while now, and Aaron does not.
Maybe he forgot what was at Lumberjack. Oh, he's just heading back over to that Dark World folder. This is the only way AaronDobbe can get to Dark World right now. That's right.
It is. Yeah. What's kind of interesting about the sequence break that he did is it might actually be messing him up, because he would have had the hook shot. and found all of the value up in Death Mountain. He's missing out on all of that.
He would have kind of been funneled over to Aegina's cave like Jet was.
Right.
And Jet's
looks like Jet is.
Yep,
he's doing it. He's going to Hobo.
So this will be the mirror for Jet, and that will put him in the Hera. I mean, at some point, you know, he'll have to decide what to do with that mirror. He might check Checkerboard Cave first, knowing Jet. He'll also be able to check Ether Tablet. So AaronDobbe went into Hera early and got Moon Pearl, which was great, but Ether Tablet he wasn't able to check, and Hera Basement he wasn't able to check. When Jet goes up there, at whatever point he goes up there, he'll be able to check both of those. AaronDobbe wants to grab those 300 rupees. He's got Zora on the mind for sure.
He definitely does. Getting a little bodied by those murder dactyls, but he made it. He got there, and of course he does have that cape, which importantly gets him to those rupees. So a decent play, and then he can route over to Catfish as well. Problem is he can't actually like get there to Catfish at the moment. He has to defeat Aghanim to do it.
Or find Flippers, which are in Death Mountain. Oh, that was a nice bumper boost there. So Jet is making the call to go into Hera, so we'll see Jet grab the Moon Pearl, and we'll see which two items AaronDobbe missed out on when he was up here. Oh boy!
Wow, that is amazing for Jet here, cashing in on the hammer. Incredible, amazing.
Yeah, that was the last thing put him out of Swamp Palace for Dobbe. Well, the last thing that on our end that was required for Swamp Palace. Each of the runners missing their own 1 or 2 items for it.
This could quickly turn into a disaster for AaronDobbe if he does not remember or doesn't want to go back up Death Mountain to those locations. I mean, once he finds the hook shot, he'll be up there. But the question is, will he route over and do those things? It may be a while before he does. I mean, he has a lot of other places to explore.
He won't even be able to do it on one loop. He would have to check the east side and then save and quit, because the only way to get there is from the west side using the mirror.
Yep. This is one circumstance where the sequence break can just really mess with your mind and hurt you. Like, you might think that you're ahead and you're able to check everything by doing the sequence break, and a lot of players would do that sequence break. I'm actually surprised that Jet did not. I see him do fake flippers a fair amount.
Yeah, he seems to be... we've both run with him plenty of times. He seems to decide on a whim whether or not he's going to do it from seed to seed.
Well, it's really paid off for him today.
Yeah, ironically, with the mirror being there. Oh boy, he's getting bullied.
He is. But he has that Moon Pearl now. I'm sure he's feeling pretty happy that he can pretty much explore anywhere in the Dark World.
There's that Trumpus again. So, I mean, Jet sees the mirror at Hobo and thinks, well, I could have had this a long time ago, but look at all the stuff I got along the way. Anyway, so...
Exactly. A little piece of love from Zora, not paying off for Aaron here. And Jet's going back to the basement of Hera. We'll see if this pays off, too.
Yeah, I mean, if it's a medallion, that's the big thing that's missing off our radar right now. Lantern would be a good one, too.
It would be quite nice to find the lamp, but I know, you know, a lot of the players at this stage in the tournament know how to do dark room strats.
Jet playing some Space Invaders here rather than taking the easy way out and standing on top of the pegs.
I think Aaron's going to Aghanis Cave, and the desert area, so this is good for him. This is going to put him on a good path.
Yeah. He didn't get the flute yet.
Well, he has to defeat Aghanim or get the hook shot here. We'll get the shovel here to get the hook shot. To go up to Death Mountain to get the flippers. Yeah, so he can actually route over to the pyramid area.
Or Book Hammer. Get Book Hammer while he's up in...
True.
Oh, I missed it. Let's see, watch the restream here. Just a piece of heart in Hera Basement. But Jet got the hammer, got the gold glove, got the moon pearl. He has everything he needs to clear out the Dark World chests in Death Mountain here. Not taking the Turtle Rock portal. Even though he already got the Super Bunny chests, actually, so that might have been a mistake to jump down here, since he just has to get the 4 items in the hookshot cave.
As a reminder, we are in the middle of the Legend of Zelda Link to the Past Randomizer tournament. This is the bracket stage. We have a match between Jet082 and AaronDobbe right now. In the round of 32, it's a best-of-3 match. All the items in the game are shuffled and randomized, but in such a way that it is completable. And we have quite the match with both players finding items in crazy different locations. It's really cool to see a match like this where they go off in very different directions.
Yeah, I'm gonna say it's just an error on Jet's part that he didn't take the Turtle Rock portal. Let's see if he'll check the medallion requirement despite it being a pendant. Looks like he probably won't.
Aaron getting bodied by the squirrels here.
Oh no.
Poor.
There we go.
Aaron.
Rich Jet. Oh, and Lantern. Rich and bright. But AaronDobbe is going to be finding all those sweet items too. He's got Gold Glove and Moon Pearl, so he'll be able to do a full Light World and Dark World clear of Death Mountain. He's going to get the Fire Rod, Book, Lantern, Flippers, Hammer if he... Oh, well, again, he'll have to save and quit and go back to the old man to get Hammer. Oh, no, he won't, because he can mirror past the pegs to check Ether Tablet.
This is a great play by Jet. He's checking the medallion requirement for Misery Mire. I thought I saw Ether. And he is actually very close to go mode. We know he needs to get the mushroom, which I believe is in, where was the mushroom? In Hype Cave? It was somewhere in that area. AaronDobbe getting his value. Oh, it was in the purple chest. That's right. It was in the purple chest.
Oh, the mushroom gave the bow. That's right.
Yeah, mushroom did give the bow. So Jet's missing that little piece there. He's gonna have to take that purple chest for a little excursion.
Mushroom was in the purple chest. I guess it is a lunchbox after all.
I like it. Now I'm interested to see where Jet decides to go here. It looks like he's just going to clean up Village of Outcasts.
Huh. Mail.
That banana hat. Sitting in Spiral Cave. Not too useful at this point for AaronDobbe, but I'm sure he's really happy with his route at this point. He's going to be heading to the Dark World. He's going to get the red cane and the lamp up here, which is great for him. And so he's catching up to Jet's item collection, or maybe keeping it about even, because Jet does have the flute, importantly. He does have the hammer. Right,
which is on Pyramid.
Which
AaronDobbe could route around the hammer here, yeah.
Hopefully Aaron will go collect. But Aaron does have the bow, importantly. And if Jet is routing, as I think he is, he's going to Digging Game, then maybe going up and doing the whole Dwarven Smith's path with the purple chest. That will lead him to the bow.
So, I'm not sure if chat saw the medallion on Meyer. I couldn't make it out, and you said you thought you saw Ether. And I saw someone say Franklin badge, so that leads me to believe it was Ether. But I might have just been reading into it.
I thought I saw Ether, but he did a quick check. Lightyear's saying the Meyer medallion is Quake, though. So, okay. Looked like Quake. It was kind of hard to see.
It could be Ether or...
Alright, unfortunately Aaron did decide to not go back up Death Mountain on the west side to go to that Ether tablet.
He's gonna go in the desert.
We've seen players make that pitfall in this tournament. Not gonna name names. Okay, I did it. But you can't forget locations like that.
Shout out to the Desert Octopus.
But this is good on AaronDobbe. Like, clearing some dungeons at this point, it's, 46.5 minutes in. You want to be getting a bunch of dungeons done as quickly as possible.
Mm-hmm.
And you might find the items along the way, so you might as well clear what you can.
Yeah, and Jet does have the lunchbox.
It's going to be good for him. But remember, he's just cleaning up a lot of the stuff that Aaron's already done with his sequence break. So this is still anyone's game right now. Like, they're kind of catching up to each other. What really matters is if Aaron makes the trip back up the west side of Death Mountain. That's what's going to make or break this match, I think. And pretty much where that medallion is.
Yeah.
It'll be really interesting if it's at Magic Bat. Or Pedestal, of course.
Yeah. We didn't see the medallion on Turtle Rock, so let's hope that it's not Quake up there. Nice tree boost from Jet.
Jet going over to Hype Cave. Solid play.
Yeah, that lunchbox will be waiting for him when he comes back out. Sugar cane.
There's still so many dungeons in play to have the medallion that these guys need. It's kind of ridiculous, like the amount of places that Quake can be.
Yeah, and I wonder if they're gonna lean toward checking the crystal dungeons like Pod and Swamp Palace and Ice Palace, which they'll need to do eventually, but are much faster to do without checking chests, or if they'll check Overworld first and hope to get that go mode. Oh, excuse me, sir, your wife packed this lunch for you. Ew, mushrooms? She knows I doesn't like mushrooms. Take them back.
Looks like Jet does also get the chance here to check the Bombos tablet, so that's kind of a nice benefit of going up to Death Mountain East Side early and grabbing the book.
Oh, bombs.
No luck on this tablet, but I think he's going to be turning in that mushroom now. He's going to be happy he did so. Oh, no! We are fluting to 3. Interesting choice.
Yeah. Not get that bow from the witches.
Hopefully he remembers about that. Maybe he'll take the north path
Oh
here.
yeah, he hasn't checked
then
Zora
head over
yet
there.
either.
Yeah,
So
this
he could
is
check-
actually very clever routing for him. He could even grab the powder while he's at it.
Could go for the vanilla quake. Nice. Looks like he is grabbing that powder, just like you recommended.
It's definitely a nice safety item for one. I mean, these guys do have a lot of hearts and red mail and stuff.
And 3 fairies.
And 3 fairies. But it's still, of course, going to unlock that magic bat. And if Quake is there, then it's a good check on him.
That's got to be what Jet's thinking. I don't think he's grabbing that for safety one bit.
I don't think so either. We saw him skip the net earlier, too.
I gotta talk to him about that net skip 3 fairy bottle. Like what?
We haven't found the 4th one yet, man. It's coming though. It's coming.
Could be a B. I don't think I've ever.
Fairy's the new B.
I have not played Randomizer in recent memory without finding a B in a bottle.
Same.
What are the odds of finding a B in a bottle if it's even distribution of possibilities for stuff in a bottle?
Oh, actually, no, but there are 2 different Bs.
Yeah,
so it's a higher chance of finding a B.
You have empty, fairy, B, B, red, green, blue. That's 7 possibilities, right?
Yep,
so
2 out of 7 then.
You've got a 5 out of 7 chance of not getting one in any given bottle. So that raised to the power of 4.
This is why his name is Cross Product, guys.
So there's a 57% chance that you won't find any Bs if you pick up all 4 bottles. So almost 43% chance of there being a B in a bottle somewhere in every scene. But the way the numbers have played out, it seems more like 110%.
I do like this play on Skull Woods from AaronDobbe. You have everything you need to complete it. It's pretty quick dungeon. We got a piece of heart here in this chest. You can just head towards Mothula, beat him up, hopefully find the other item. Maybe we'll get a Master Sword pedestal check.
Yeah.
It's good to get that intel early.
Yep. Get those emotes ready. Not just yet. He's probably going to kill Mothula first, but be ready to get him ready.
They're super ready. They're ready for this. Alright, and here's the check on the witch. Great routing by Jet. This is gonna pay off big time for him too.
Yep.
Aaron's got to be a little careful with his health here, too. He's running a little low, although he does have the fairies. So he's probably fine. Oh, are we going to see a pedestal check right now?
Oh, maybe. Get them ready. Get those emotes ready, guys.
Oh, man. Pedestal hype, man. Let's see if Quake is here. That's what we're looking for.
Aww.
Oh, 3 bombs.
Boom.
While Jet checks Vanilla Quake location. The catfish.
Doesn't even wait for it to hit the water. It mirrors away instantly.
Doesn't want to have anything to do with that. He's pretty rich.
Yeah, AaronDobbe doesn't have half magic. Was that? I thought that was in desert.
Was it?
I guess not. He would have gotten it.
Just gonna find a whole lot of nothing here.
Maybe it was in
Zora.
Meyer.
That's a good check.
It was west of Meyer, I think. Yeah, Meyer shit. Okay.
It's desert-ish.
It's like a wet desert. You know, it's not conflicting terminology at all.
Aaron having a little trouble here with Moth.
Slick dodges here.
Yeah, when he clings to the wall, it kind of sucks. But he's well equipped with a bunch of fairies, so that's good.
Oh, here we go. Here's some add batter check.
Ooh, I like it. Cleaning up.
Ice Rod and Quake and missed.
There's the big key from Mothula.
Ah, boring. So it looks like that Aga skip good for Aaron so far. Unless he decides to go and do it anyway.
He's definitely checking for one more item here in Skullwoods. He found a piece of heart.
Looks like Jet's gonna go ahead and start clearing out his dungeons, starting with Palace of Darkness. Definitely a good place to start, since you have to scour the place for the big key anyway. Might happen upon Quake while you're doing it.
And there are 5 unique available items in Palace of Darkness, and not only that, it's crystal number 6, which crystals 5 and 6 unlock the double-chested fairy, where you could get a lot of value out of that. But we're not going to be seeing that here today, I don't think, because of the Misery Mire being crystal 5. So I don't know if he's basing the decision on that, but he could be.
He could be. But it's just one of those places where, you know, the difference of clearing pod in go mode versus not in go mode is significantly, you know, it's a significantly smaller difference in time than go mode versus not go mode of the other couple dungeons you can check. We haven't seen Burn a Spike Cave checked yet, as far as Overworld goes.
We have not. I mean, maybe with Aaron skipping over Ether Tablet and Hera Basement, that could be kind of a lucrative area for him to go through, and then that'll lead him to the Hammer at the very least. But if Spike Cave has Quake, that could be pretty huge. But there's still plenty of locations in play right now. These guys can pretty much get into every dungeon but Mire.
Yeah.
And they can fully clear everything but Turtle Rock. They just can't beat Trinex.
Well, they can't get into Turtle Rock. They don't have any medallions, so...
Well, true. Yeah. If they find a different medallion...
We know they don't got it.
Yeah.
So Aaron's gonna check Graveyard Cliff, I think. Or wait, he was over here. Oh,
I think he's gonna swim over.
Yeah, he's over to Pyramid. Yep.
This is gonna be good for him. He's gonna find the flute. That'll lead him to the Mire area, so he can check on the medallion requirement there, know what he needs, and he'll grab half magic for himself. Still needs to get to Death Mountain for that hammer, though. Did not have the book when he was up by the Ether Tablet. Jet is flying through Palace of Darkness right now. Very solid execution from him through the dungeon as he bonks into the wall there.
Lots of small keys. I think I heard last race 6 small keys in Palace of Darkness. I think Jet's got every one of them. I can only think of 3 locked doors that he hasn't opened. This one here, the one that goes into the dark room maze with the Dodongos, and then the one in the basement, the way to the boss. So that means there's gonna be hype everywhere else in this place.
Definitely. A lot of items to be found. Unfortunately, not a lot of good items to be found left in the game. But AaronDobbe's got his flute. I'm sure he's super happy about that. Might see him mirror immediately and head to the mire area. He's thinking.
Yep, well, he'll have time to think as he goes to unlock that swag duck.
And I wonder if in the back of AaronDobbe's mind, he's thinking, what if that powder is required for something? Yeah, I gotta go beat Aghanim.
Looks like AaronDobbe's got the crystal advantage, right? Doobie 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 doo, doobie 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 doo, doobie 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 doo, doobie doo, doobie 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 doo, doobie doobie doo doo, doobie 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 doo, doo 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 doo.
Yeah. I gotta like snaps for that or something. The jazz version, dude.
Jazz. Half magic coming up for AaronDobbe here. And I gotta make sure.
Jet's entering the dreaded
It is
turtle
Quake.
room.
It is Quake for sure.
It is indeed.
This is an Oko nightmare.
The turtle room? Yeah, it's pretty terrifying if you are one hit away from death at all times.
So you've done the timed Oko randomizer before. Why do you you don't want that sword? You can't dual wield.
Hey man, sometimes Stoops Long has a dream.
I guess he can dual wield in some games. Aren't there some games where like you can hold a sword in one hand and a torch in the other hand?
Yeah, exactly. Come on.
Or like
I think that's slated for like a version 36 of Randomizer dual wielding. So you guys can count on that in the future, I'm sure.
I think in Breath of the Wild you can dual wield if you take the right skill tree. I don't know. You can dual wield claw shots, okay? In Twilight Princess. There, how's that?
Patch 36 of Link to the Past Randomizer, Breath of the Stoops. Oh man, AaronDobbe is making a play up Death Mountain. I'm excited for him. Here we go, folks. Looks like Jet is gonna be clearing as many dungeons as he can. He is looking like he wants to make a play on Swamp Palace.
Yeah, Jet got the flute and the boots much earlier, but AaronDobbe skipped Aghanim, so they're pretty close right now. It's really just going to be a race to Quake.
Yeah, it's really down to that Quake. I like where Jet's going. I mean, he's going to places that have a lucrative number of items in them, but they do take a while to clear. Now, Pod, you know, you can argue you have to find the big key anyway, and it takes a while. But we may see AaronDobbe go into Pod just after this because he just found the hammer. That's awesome.
Decides to leave Hera Basement, decides to leave Burn a Spike Cave. One of which we know wasn't value, but the other we have not seen yet.
Look at this. He's off to Pod.
The Pod race? He's off to the Pod races?
Yep.
He's off to the races, just saying. Pod races were in that movie. Never mind.
The Stoops Menace.
Stoops Menace. Phantom Stoopsis.
Pretty crazy that these guys haven't found a single medallion at this point.
Yeah.
And interestingly, neither of them have checked the Turtle Rock requirement. If they do end up finding a medallion that's different from Quake, Turtle Rock could have what
Quake.
they need. Yep. That would be pretty bad for them. You also know that Aaron did go into Thieves but didn't finish it. And I believe Thieves Town was the green pendant, so like Sahasrahla could have Quake. A lot of interesting locations still in play.
Early big key in Swamp, that's gonna be... Not like the worst is when Argus has the big key. You have to go back in.
Oh, it's literally the worst. But Jet doing a good job. He's doing a full clear on Swamp. It's time consuming, but if you need an item, you gotta go for it. You don't want to miss it. Thorough and methodical. I do see Siri in the chat wants Trinex Quake, which means that they need an Ice Rod as well before they would be able to collect that. That would be quite the troll.
So where's Ice Rod? Ice Rod's in Mimic Cave.
That would be too easy.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. Is there anything like that they would have to go in and then
Sahasrahla.
come back? Okay, so you want Sahasrahla, Ice Rod, and Quake at Trinex. I can dig it.
And then we need some medallion in a troll place. Maybe it, I don't know, like
Spike Cage
Cold
kind of
Stare
troll,
or
but it's
something.
too...
Or like the dumb chest in ice that everybody hates. That's like kind of out of the way.
The big key chest?
No. There's like one chest that's like very bad in general for routing with like the 2 berries in it, the 2 like jellies.
Okay, where there's like, it's like L-shaped and there's the stairs on the north wall. Okay.
I know a lot of people don't like that one because it's just so out of the way. That's my guess for random medallion.
That's random
to
medallion.
get into Turtle Rock.
Okay. And Ice Rod at Sahasrahla.
Yep. Sounds good. And,
all right, we got this. We got our plan dough worked out.
Yep.
Barry's like, not today. Barry took a skull to the head. Barry doesn't have a skull since he's a mollusk. Mollusks are invertebrates. Mollusk. Anyway, he took a skull. It's like, no thanks. Knocked stupid jet back.
Still got a few more chests here in Swamp though, so this could be a big payoff for Jet. See another sword here. There's the Ice Rod. Well, the dream is still alive.
Good enough. Could still have the Bombos at Sahasrahla or whatever.
Oh, there's that bee in a bottle you were hoping for.
I knew it.
Still doesn't need the net. He's already caught the bee.
Yep. I have no trouble against Cold Stare since he's got a bee.
It's like a pretty solid Argus fight so far. Quick 2-round. First phase. takes him out. Very nicely done. And the single arrow of destiny from Argus. Amazing. Where's that on the tracker?
I mean, we could replace the bow with the arrow, but...
I'll just give him a crystal for Swamp Palace. How about that?
Okay. We'll know what that means secretly in our hearts. Oh, got a Spike Cave check?
Definitely a good check. AaronDobbe did leave after getting that hammer. I don't blame him. Spike Cave and Hera Basement are out of the way.
Is this the last overworld item spot we have outside of Sahasrara and Mimic Cave, which are hardly overworld items?
I think you might be right about that. Yeah, I mean, we know Pedestal. Yeah, I think this might be it.
Yeah. See, this is why it's a sugar cane. It leaves a trail of sugar around here.
Nice. So, Aaron is about to pick up his 4th crystal as Jet finds Ether.
Doesn't even bother to see if
in
it's
Spike Cave. That's fine enough for me, man. Let's go to Turtle Rock.
He's so reluctant to do Ice Palace.
He is very reluctant. It can be a bit time-consuming, but he has everything he needs to complete it, so it's not a bad plan.
He hasn't done Skull Woods
He hasn't done Skull Woods, yeah. This is a fine play.
Yeah.
Quick and easy dungeon. I like this play because if you do get the one item you need, then you can just do Go Mode Ice Palace, which is really quick in comparison to checking it all. Oh, T-Rock needs Bombos. Okay, so Ether completely useless? Dang.
It's still good if you don't know how to get over the invisible bridges.
I guess you can still do a bird toss if you have it.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, it can use... Will Quake kill the bird? Or are flying types immune to ground types? Yes. I know they are in some other game.
I don't think it's super effective, bro.
It's a shame they probably won't be going over to Turtle Rock. I mean, I really like Trinex. He can be a hothead, but sometimes he's a nice guy. An ice guy. But, you know, in the end, he's a solid individual, so it's a shame that we probably won't get to see him.
Aaron making the play on Swamp. Definitely a good check. So these guys are basically cleaning up the dungeons that each other have done.
He didn't get the insta-dash off of the lever pull there.
Skullwoods will be a quicker check, however. Significantly quicker. Now, Jet will be close to Thieves Town. You think he'll dip into Thieves Town before he goes to Ice Palace? I think it could be a decent play. And he has the ability to full clear it with that hammer and get the green pendant.
I don't actually know if it would be better to walk over to Thieves Town from where he is, or if it would be better just to flute and take the portal town.
Either way, I mean, do you think he'll make a play on Thieves?
I'd say definitely before Turtle Rock. But I think he'll do Ice Palace. Jet using a flamethrower against bug-type Pokemon. It's super effective.
Jet's gonna clean up Skullwoods here. Find pretty much nothing. I like AaronDobbe's play of like checking the big chest. I know Jet did the same thing, where you go ahead and check all the items you can before you do the west side of Swamp. Because if you're just looking for one thing, then you can do Go Mode Swamp, which is so quick. So nice. Jet with the Master Sword pedestal check, sees the 3 bombs. He's relieved, I'm sure.
For now.
For now. There's the commentator's curse, guys. It's coming.
AaronDobbe not flushing his key down the toilet. That's good.
There is an ice rod, importantly, in Swamp Palace, so maybe
Hopefully,
he'll need...
importantly.
Hopefully, importantly, yes. So, Aaron will be able to find that, and he can route over to Ice Palace pretty quickly, as we see Jet doing right now, fluting over there. He's gonna be digging around in here for that Quake Medallion. That's all we need to get into Misery Mire and finish this seed up. He'll be in go mode if he can find it.
So you know those, there are like 2 different ghost enemies in this game. Is one of them a Genie and one of them a Poe?
I am not 100% sure. But
I actually met a self-loathing Poe once, and I offered him a drink, but he said he wasn't into spirits. I like him.
that's a shame. I really enjoy spirits. Looks like the chat's liking your puns, man. I'm seeing
At least
some really good reaction here. You got some more for us?
I asked Wallmaster to help me move my furniture one time. Came in really handy.
Man, I'm about to do a big move. I should ask him.
Oh, and I have a good friend who's a Hynix. He was going to school. He's going to law school. He wanted to be a lawyer, but he bombed the bar exam.
So we see Jet with an awesome bomb jump here in Ice Palace, pulling that off first try. He is heading over to the freezer room where there's going to be a chest in here that he can collect as well. Finds a key, so he'll be able to go upstairs and take a nice route through ice. You can kind of bypass a lot if you can get a key early on in Ice Palace. So this is great for him. See this Argus fight from AaronDobbe.
I'd like to get to know Argus better, but he won't come out of his shell.
There's the mirror shield for Jet. A nice pickup.
Nice. That'll help him in the laser escape room where he has to get that Quake medallion.
Perfect item. Leading him in the right direction. Now we just need them to go beat thieves and get bombos from Sahasrara.
So where's Quake, guys? Where does that? Let's change the subject. Where does everyone want Quake to be?
Yeah, we know it's not in the pedestal. It's pedestal.
We know it's in Turtle Rock somewhere. Hopefully, we're all hoping that it's in Turtle Rock. But where in Turtle Rock, guys?
Oh, it's got to be a Trinix, man. They got that ice rod. What else is this for?
That's true. I mean,
what else do you do with
it basically just puts a big target on Trinix's head.
That's right. Looks like Jet's done some good item counting. Knows that there is not going to be...
What is this, intended route? Ice Palace? I've never seen this room before.
I'm a little confused.
Yeah, he did the bomb jump and put the block there.
Did he just forget to do the big chest? Oh, he's going over to the other side. Because that has the big key, which will open the big chest. I get it now.
Actually,
he needs the big key.
Ice Palace doesn't assume bomb jump, right? It's not worked into the logic.
No,
so you couldn't get the big. Okay, you couldn't get the big key off of Cold Stair. Then this is the room you were talking about, right?
Yep, this is the.
It's the iced tea room, dude.
Iced tea, dude. It's a bit out of the way to go check.
Yeah.
Alright, he's gonna be checking that big chest now.
Yeah, he can do that trick.
So I guess he had one more item.
It's a key!
It's a key,
how many keys are in this place?
There's a lot, so Cold Stair is gonna have something here.
I guess the cross trap room with the locked door on the east side is probably one that he didn't unlock. That's why he's got the extra key.
Alright, let's see this Cold Stair fight. Half magic, fire rod, no bombos to break the shell here.
And butter sword too. Very nice.
Butter sword, very nice. Gets him in the corner.
Buttered cotton candy is always good.
Wait, is it?
Yeah, that's gross. Sorry.
There's a 5 arrow upgrade for Jet. So very nicely done. Doesn't find what he needs though, unfortunately. Looks like AaronDobbe's gonna kind of do this more intended route. He didn't go back up the stairs.
I think Thieves Town is all that's left. That's what Jet's thinking. He hasn't even checked the first rooms in Thieves Town, actually. Please, bombos.
Yeah, we just want to see bombos. And we know it's not in the first 4 chests, and they already got like 2 or 3 items in there. Oh my god, the dream. And we have seen Spike Cave checked. That was Ether, interestingly.
Yeah. Wrong clue.
Sahasrarla with the bombos. That's what we want to see. We need the bombos to get into Turtle Rock so that Quake can be somewhere in Pendant Turtle Rock. That is why we are hoping for bombos, FYI.
That's... I mean, best case scenario for us.
Yep.
I mean, seriously though, like 6 crystals and hour and 24 in, please. Still a Stoops Jet seed, no matter what happens. going into unknown territory for Thieves Town here, as I believe AaronDobbe only checked the 4 rooms in the vestibule.
Alright, AaronDobbe is off to fight Cold Stare.
Yeah, he actually did do he did a full intended Ice Palace. Push. Oh no, he didn't. He didn't push the block. He'll be using Cane of
he's
Samara.
not gonna do that piece of it, but
he's
he
doing
can just use the red cane.
He's doing the full. Everyone did it the way as a kid did it way.
Exactly. I mean, that's one of the cool things about Link to the Past in general. It's designed in such a way that you can do things in really interesting order.
Yeah. We're open. Not quite as open as the first Zelda game, but actually more open than Zelda 2.
Oh, those fire rod nukes. Oh, the Quake medallion!
Oh, Jet is out of there. See ya, lady.
See ya, maiden. We're in go mode. Gotta go fast.
Oh, if only AaronDobbe had gone a little deeper.
Man.
Out of there. He's going straight to Meyer.
Not fully clearing Thieves has really hurt Aaron here. But I imagine that's where he's heading next. Is that or maybe cleaning up the last couple locations on the overworld, because he hasn't done like Hera Basement or Spike Cave, I believe. But it looks like Thieves is his play. So he's gonna be close behind.
Yeah. Sure.
Or JK. Where is he going? Oh, he's doing hammer pegs. Okay. The other thing that he hasn't done is
powder.
He hasn't beat Aghanim.
Will he do
and he hasn't got
he
the magic powder. I think I would do Thieves Town since I'm like here and it's more items. That's really the reason it's more items.
He found 2 in there already, so I guess it's 2 more. Or 3 if you count the pendant.
Yeah, I think he's going for it. It's looking like it. That's good for him. All Jet needs to do is find the big key as quickly as possible here in Misery Mire.
Yep.
Can be a bit daunting, though.
Just a reminder, Quake was in the Maiden's Cell within Thieves Town, so AaronDobbe will be picking it up pretty quickly.
Where did all those fire snakes go? He was able to run through there very quickly. Kind of weird in Thieves Town to see those fire snakes disappear.
They were all hiding under the bridge, I guess. You know that saying, don't burn your bridges?
I do indeed. Alright, so here we go. Just gonna check the
they never heard that.
Vanilla Big Key location.
Yeah, it hasn't checked the
chest west of the big chest.
Yeah.
Yep.
They're on opposite ends of the entire place, so you got to pick one or the other, really.
very true. But this cutscene does eat up a little bit of time.
However, if the big key is here, we're right where he wants to be.
Definitely. Absolutely. That'll pay off for him and keep him rushing through and staying ahead of Aaron. There it is. Vanilla big key.
Oop, AaronDobbe's gonna check the big chest first.
Well, we get a little preview here. 100 roops.
Stoops roops.
It's gonna be pretty hard for Aaron to come back from this, but we have seen Ganon's Tower play a role in this tournament before, and it may again.
It looks like someone was trying
the gambles these players
to
make.
sit. Yeah. Someone was trying to.
So there's go mode for AaronDobbe. Very nice for him. He's gonna do his Meyer traversal now.
Sorry for the robot noises there, guys. My circuits got crossed. I think I'm connected again. Sorry about that.
All right. So Jet has collected his final crystal and crystal number 5, so he can go to the double-chested fairy if he wants.
Yeah.
Wouldn't recommend it since he's in go mode.
Maybe he'll check it after Ganon's tower before he goes into the fight.
There you go. Very convenient location. Except you have to go get the big bomb. Takes a lot of time. So anyways, he's going up to Ganon's tower. Get your guesses in, guys, for where you think the big key is. We've got 22 chests up here. Make sure you guess it right. And glory can be yours.
What do you think, Alucard? I bet I know.
I'm gonna go with on the torch. I want to see it on the torch. I haven't seen it on the torch in a while.
Oh, really? I thought you always said tile room.
Not always, man. Today we're doing something different.
Today you want us to kill Bob?
I do. I absolutely do. I mean, maybe they'll just forfeit if they see.
Yeah, it would be the only way to save Bob.
They're like, I refuse to kill Bob. I refuse.
Get
How about you? Where do you want to see
it? Save or kill the Bob-and-moles. Oh, it was Ether on Turtle Rock. Look at that. He could have gone over there after Spike Cave.
Oh, it was Ether. Okay.
Told us it was Bombos.
We got tricked.
Looks like Thieves Town wasn't required to check Turtle Rock after all. What do I want it to be? I'm gonna say the Fire Bar room.
Ooh, that's a cool one. You don't see it there often, but we have seen that in the tournament.
Never mind, I don't want to spoil anything. I'm not gonna continue my thought. I'm not gonna spoil anything for things people might want to check later. I won't even say what it is that I'm trying not to spoil. That's how. Okay, if you guess 1 or 2, GG. You can take home our home version.
I guess I'm getting the home version too. But Bob lives another day.
Bobums.
And AaronDobbe does have the big key in Meyer. There's that Bombos. Now they can get into Turtle Rock. Which apparently needs ether.
Well, you're not wrong. Now he can get into Turtle Rock.
Yes.
Ah, I get the home. We should make a home version. Alucard, you like board games, don't you?
I'm a big fan, man.
Can you make a guess the big key board game for home?
We could, yeah. Maybe we'll do that sometime. Be a big giveaway. The problem is, if you're giving that away to like everybody who loses, I'll let you handle the production costs.
The cross-production costs?
Exactly. It's your name after all.
This was my second guess. This room here.
The randomizer room, as they call it. You really only come here
I
to
get 2
randomize
home
you.
versions.
Nothing good so far. We'll see what Bob holds. Jet is approaching the Bob chest. AaronDobbe knocking out Vitreous with some silver arrow strats. Beautifully done. Grabs himself his final crystal. He is off to Ganon's Tower as well. If he does go for right side Ganon's Tower, there's a chance to catch up, assuming the big key is there.
Yeah. Probably. He won't quite be in Ganon's Tower once Jet checks Ice Harmos, though. But right side Gamble could definitely close the gap significantly. If it's over there.
Assuming it's there, yeah. Or even if it is here, behind Ice Armos, it would definitely save a little bit of time if he continues down the right side path.
Oh, vanilla.
More vanilla. So Jet does have a substantial lead here. He is heading up to the top part of Ganon's Tower. And if you did guess 15, Cross Product will get your address information and send you the home game in about 500 to 600 years.
Yeah, okay. That'll give me some time to help us develop it, and let's put it on. Never mind. We'll talk about it later. It's just a joke after all. Anyway, so it is an interesting fact here that Jet and Aaron have shown us that even if you haven't opened the portal on the Turtle Rock ledge here, it's still faster to go this way rather than take the portal at the bottom east side of Death Mountain.
Alright, so Jet and the Gauntlet having some trouble with these Stalfos just jumping around.
What's that sweepstakes? The cereal sweepstakes where like the guy shows up with a giant check? That's what I'll be like. The clearinghouse or something?
Publishers Clearinghouse?
Yeah, that's the one. Publishers Crossing House.
Publishers Stoopsing House. It's more like it.
Didn't Chucky's dad win that in an episode of Rugrats once? And like he met the Wheel of Fortune guy, Pat Sajak or something.
Sure. I just love seeing those Samaria strats in Ganon's Tower every time.
Yeah.
It's just so cool. They're easy to do, but they're just so cool when you see them. We got another one coming up in this room. Hopefully Jet will get the one cycle.
Nice.
Yeah, nice.
Love it. Doesn't even get the fairy. Who needs it? Can't catch it anyway. Yeah, it's definitely a really well-fought race between the two of these guys, and well, we have a little bit of downtime. Just to make sure you follow these guys, and make sure you come back tomorrow night for Game 2.
Yeah, they've put on a great show, and you can see that they're not too far apart here. It was really just Aaron not checking that ether tablet for so long that put him behind for quite some time, because that sequence break early on was good for him overall. He didn't have to spend the time doing Aghanim's Tower, but it burned him a bit in that he missed some locations as well.
Although the Aghanim's Tower was just a flute. It was the Aegina's Cave that had the hook shot, which was the big progression item, it turned out.
It was a big progression item for sure, but he ended up checking it in like a reasonable amount of time and caught up to Jet, but he was still missing that hammer for quite some time because he didn't go over to the west side. Jet not picking up that validation chest. He must be worried or something.
Yeah. Or he just has a particular contempt for it. I think I heard him say once, even if I have Master Sword and no silver arrows, I'm not checking that chest.
I have heard him say that. Nice triple.
Yeah, absolutely.
Jet there. And Aaron is off to the Bob chest.
Hi, Bob.
Say hi to Bob one more time.
Sure, hi Bob emotes out there in chat.
Silver Arrows making quick work of Ice Armos. And he'll be getting his vanilla big key here. But it may not be enough if Jet has a good Ganon fight. Aaron going for the extra key actually.
Well, I like it.
There.
Yeah. You won't have to get it from the mini Helmasaur. I like it.
That paid off. Good play. Jet will have to die or fall in order for this for Aaron to make a big comeback here. Remember, he has all those fairies, so he's probably not dying, realistically.
Looks like he's not going to go for the initial hit. He's going to guarantee himself the torch glitch first.
Not a bad plan. He's executing well. He's gonna get 2 shots in here.
2 more to finish off Ganon here.
Again, close race here. Aaron just entered the gauntlet, but it looks like Jet has defeated Ganon. Very nicely done. And he is going to take Game 1 of this series between himself and AaronDobbe. Congratulations to Jet, finishing with an official SRL race time of 1 hour, 44 minutes, and 19 seconds.
The mission was completed successfully. Looks like AaronDobbe saw the SRL chat, saw the dot done. Paused for a second there, but it looks like he's gonna finish out his run here.
Yeah, he called GG in the race channel.
Probably good that he paused then.
getting a bit low on health for sure. He needs to be careful, although he does have all those fairies.
He used one in Mothula.
He did.
Did he get all three like Jet did?
100% sure. I know he got the B in Swamp. I think he got all of them.
Your favorite? Oh, there we go. He's got, it looks like a gold bee, as well as the fairy there.
Hey guys.
Congratulations to our winner of tonight's race, Jet082. How you feeling, buddy?
Oh my god. I got trolled.
You got trolled?
Magic powder!
Oh, man.
I went
Witch
for
and
it.
Robin Hood.
You definitely did, but you ended up getting the flute on the pyramid, which was a nice pickup, considering that was the intended, well, maybe kind of intended. It wasn't actually the intended route. I guess Agano was the intended route. But it paid off for you quite a bit because Aaron didn't find that for a while.
Yeah, I definitely made sure to put it to use, but the fact that I was, you know, dungeon diving at the end just looking for Quake, I suspected that, you know, he would have found all the same items as well.
Well, it was really interesting because you guys actually went in completely different directions. This was a crazy race to watch because he did the sequence break to fake flippers to get the mirror, and that put him on a very interesting path where he got the Moon Pearl, he had mitts, and he was clearing Dark World very early on.
That was nice. As soon as I saw the mirror, I'm like, oh no, if he did fake flippers, I'm in trouble. I'm behind.
But at the same time, you got so many items on your way to grab that mirror. I mean, you had book, fire rod, flippers, flute, hammer. He didn't have any of that stuff for a while.
I do want to note AaronDobbe's bonk for good luck here on the validation chest before he opened it. Beautifully done. But yeah, it was really interesting and fascinating to see that you guys could take so many different paths in this seed.
I see he's quite close.
Quick.
We were both
Be a good setup for a triple here. Got a double out of it.
I think a lot of it came down to actually the fact that the sequence break hurt him a little bit. He ended up doing Tower of Hera early without finding the book and missed out on Hammer for quite some time. That actually hurt him quite a bit, I would say.
That makes sense.
Yeah. What could have made a big difference also is he went into Thieves Town really early, almost immediately after grabbing the Moon Pearl out of Hera, and he only checked the vestibule. He didn't go all the way in to find Quake at the Maiden Cell.
Okay, he did the half and then left.
Yeah.
There were a lot of items in the beginning part, just not the one that, you know, we needed.
Yeah.
But I mean, I guess I don't regret too much going for the magic powder, especially at the end where, you know, I was looking everywhere. I figure, okay, let me do Thieves Town. It's a green pendant, and then if it's not there, I was ready to go to Turtle Rock, even though I didn't know what medallion got in there. I figured that was my last place I could check. So I was ready to go in after Thieves.
Yeah, we were hoping for that
Yeah,
Quake.
sure.
Especially after you found Ether and Spike Cave. We thought it was Bombos the whole time, I guess.
The moment I found Ice Rod and then later on Ether, I'm like, this seed wants me to go to Turtle Rock, doesn't it?
They even gave you the mirror shield.
Yep.
They were prepping you for sure.
Yeah.
So I figure even if I didn't kill Aghanim, I probably would eventually have done it just because I was looking for Quake. Although I probably would have done it after Thieves instead of before.
That's the last arrow shot against Ganon for AaronDobbe. Looks like he's finishing up here. We'll see if he done yet. And he did. Finished in second place with a time of 1 hour, 50 minutes and 25 seconds. 6 minutes and 6 seconds behind Jet082.
Nice.
GG. Very nice fight for AaronDobbe and a good run from both of you guys. Man, it was just crazy to see you guys in so many different places.
I don't know, I was kicking myself the whole time when I saw Magic Powder was worthless. I'm like, it's like a 5-minute loss.
So, yeah, I mean, I think... I know you said you were kind of like, oh god, I just found the mirror. But, like, where do you think you want to go when you find the mirror? Do you, like, immediately think about checking all, like, the mirror locations? Like, after you find the mirror kind of, like, that late?
Well, I didn't have Moon Pearl yet, right? I think. It was Mirror first. And I'm like...
Mirror took you up to Hera.
Yeah, you're really gonna... And especially because, you know, I had a Source of Flame, and it's a crystal dungeon, plus I had Buttersword and Book, so I can check the tableau while I'm up there. I'm like, I'm just gonna go right there. There's nothing really else to do. Although I had Flute, I could have, you know, bunnied in the Mire area, but I figure it's just better go for the crystal dungeon. I always go for dungeons if I can. This time I actually did a lot of Dark World exploration first because I just had this weird feeling I wanted to clear everything out before doing the dungeons, but I don't think it really paid off.
Let's get Aaron in here to chat a little bit too. Hello, Aaron. GG, man.
Hello.
Hey, GG.
Yeah, GG, man. Wow.
Dude, I did Aghanim. I killed Aghanim.
Yeah, I had a feeling that you did, and so my plan for this whole seed was to commit to not killing Aghanim because I thought it was the only chance I had against you.
Right, just in case it was the troll. And it was the troll. What was it, like rupees or something? It was
a bomb
10 arrows.
capacity.
I think it's 10 arrows.
Maybe. One of those things.
But you did find Flute on the pyramid, which was very, very useful. Aaron, you did a fake flippers to Hobo that grabbed you the mirror, and Jet did not. He did not do that. And that put you guys on some very, very distinct paths that were very different from each other. It was a crazy race to watch. You guys were all over the place, finding completely different items from each other, but finding most of the items in the game. It was incredible to see.
That was like a full clear.
Yeah, it was pretty close to a full clear for me as well.
Although it's always nice when you don't have to do Turtle Rock, I have to say.
Yeah, for sure.
Now, unfortunately, I think the sequence break worked against you, Aaron, in this case, because it led you up to Hera without the book, which left you without the hammer for quite some time. And I think that might have slowed you down enough to let Jet catch up a little bit. I thought you were definitely ahead with that sequence break since Aghanim mostly didn't pay off.
Yep.
It was really
I was pretty disappointed when I found the hammer up there, because I knew exactly what had happened at that point. Man, but I was certainly relieved to find the flippers later in East F Mountain, because then I knew that Aghanim was probably not required at that point.
The explosion sleeps again.
Yep, the triple boom.
So it's interesting that this seed really wanted you to go to the desert cave. Like, it's so easy and accessible. Like, we could have went there at any time to get hookshot, but... And I actually did think about fake flippering, like, after I left Ice Rod, but I'm like, I had basically nothing, and I'm like, I just want to go up the Death Mountain and hope there's worth up there.
Yeah, that's fair. I don't usually fake flippers, but this time I just felt like it, and I guess
It
that
paid off.
instinct paid off. Yep.
Yeah.
Another interesting thing was the hunt for the Quake medallion. Oh my goodness. What's interesting is, Aaron, you did not find the Ether medallion required for Turtle Rock, but it was in Spike Cave and was something that Jet found, and he was thinking about it. He was thinking about it.
After I got into Ganon's tower and like checked the clock, it was like, oh man, I know that my last hope is that he decided to go to Turtle Rock and he like found Ether somewhere. But
yeah, interestingly, you did go into Thieves Town pretty early. Is it a normal routing for you just to check the first 4 rooms in Thieves Town, or was there a particular reason you didn't clear it up?
It depends on how much overworld I have available at the time. And I don't think I had much at that point. So usually in that case, I will go into the Thieves Town lobby and get the first 4 chests and then leave.
I can imagine.
I see a lot of runners do that. It's a pretty common strategy, but it fortunately was just shy of giving you a big advantage early on.
Yep, it's too bad, but yeah, the game goes.
Yeah, it's random after all.
Yep.
Yeah, it was pretty intense to see you guys really only missing that Quake medallion. You guys probably did 3, maybe 4 dungeons in I need a Quake to be in go mode, basically.
Yes, for so long, so long. Once I got Bow, I'm like, I just want Quake so it can be done.
Yeah, we do have some Donkey Kong Country waiting to start on speed gaming here, so let's go over the upcoming matches real quick here. You guys have your match scheduled for tomorrow night, I believe, already. Is that correct?
Same time as this one.
Yep, and so if you enjoyed tonight's races, Mike the V versus Andy, and Jet082 versus AaronDobbe, and of course you enjoyed them, they were awesome. Look forward to 2 rematches, same time for both of them. Mike the V and Andy, 8 o'clock tomorrow Eastern time, and then once again Jet082 and AaronDobbe, 10 p.m. Eastern time tomorrow night. Those should both be right here on twitch.tv/speedgaming. So definitely make sure you give this channel a follow. Make sure you give a follow to these runners too. Again, Jet082, AaronDobbe.
Yeah, great race, guys. It was really a fascinating race.
Yeah, I'm glad it was a good show. I know I love watching the races where the routes are different from the beginning. So
yeah, and they converged pretty well. I mean, you were both all in go mode minus Quake at the same time.
Nice.
Yeah, that was a nice close one.
Yeah, this was fun.
All right, guys, but I think with that, we're going to toss it over for some Donkey Kong Country. So, any final words? Any, prep you guys are going to do before tomorrow's race based on the result today?
I'm going to sleep.
Same here.
I like that. That's good preparation. All right, well, we're going to close things off. I was Alucard on commentary here. It was great. Make sure you guys follow both of these awesome runners. And Cross Product, thank you for joining me, man.
My pleasure. Make sure you also give a follow to my co-commentator, Alucard2004 here. He streams multiple times a week, so check him out. And once again, twitch.tv/speedgaming, Jet082, and AaronDobbe. Those are the guys that you really want to watch. And come back here tomorrow night, 10 p.m. to watch those. I was Cross Product. I was joined by Alucard2004 and tonight's contestants, Jet082 and AaronDobbe. And we wish you all a good night. See you next mission.
Good night, all.
Good night, everyone.